Welcome on. We're just going to start in a moment. Let's see. Cool. We're going to get started in like 2 minutes. So 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. Cool. For everyone on TikTok, in 1 minute, I'm going to start a presentation on how to leverage AI, both in your business and your professional life, mostly for business. But I'm going to go over a lot of really interesting things to give you guys a weekly update and what's going on in the world of AI. Plus, we'll go through some demos of custom GPTs and some other stuff, some other popular AI tools. I want you guys to walk away with what are the best AI tools out there, what should I be aware of, what is going on in the state with the world of AI, and all of that. So I signed up for yesterday's Zoom about AI to market a book, but didn't get the Zoom email. You signed, Donnie. Did you join the community though? You signed up. If you signed up, it's technically in the calendar. I don't see a Donnie that joined the community, so you could send me an email, Donnie or Steffens. I'm looking. I don't see you join the community. So for everyone, we did a workshop yesterday on how to write a book using AI and get published on Amazon. It was a great presentation. Highly recommend it. It was so good. It's only for community members, so if you guys want to click the link in the bio, that allows you to join the AI community. We have 24 courses on the best AI tools, plus a lot more such you can't get anywhere else. So we have weekly classes and a lot, but I'll talk a lot more about the AI community. But that's where, yeah, you have to join the community to get access to the courses, the live classes, the workshops, the training, the mentorship. There's a ton of stuff in there. So good stuff. Okay. Cool, cool. All right. And I'm going to be funneling, or forgive me, I got a Zoom, I got a YouTube live stream, so I'm going to be funneling around to the comments. Can I watch that if you join the community? Yes. If you join the community, there is a recording of it saved in the community, which I'm going to be posting later. And all our live, we have weekly live classes, and all of them are recorded. So, for example, do you have one-on-one access to you in the community? No. You have group access to me. For one-on-one coaching, you kind of have to send an email, and we have to understand like your goals and your budget. It's not cheap for one-on-one coaching. Like one-on-one coaching with me starts at $1,000 a month for 4 1-hour courses, kind of thing. Some people are like, "Hey, that's great." Some people are like, "Oh, that's a little expensive." But it's like if you want to stay ahead with AI, if you want to leverage in your business, want to know exactly what AI tools to get ahead, I will shortcut 6 months of you trying to figure it out on your own. So I only have a limited people. Okay, let's get started. Awesome. Let's get started. Welcome, everyone. I want to say thank you so much for everyone taking time out of their day, making sure audio check. And please forgive me too. When I was more or less context. Right now, I'm also live streaming on. I got YouTube. I have everyone on Zoom, and then on TikTok as well too. So just to let you know that if you see me looking around, it's because I'm checking out comments on all 3 platforms. Which, by the way, live stream is a thing that I highly recommend guys should be doing. All right. Let me share my screen and we can get started. Awesome. And let me bring in my AI employee, which is an AI note-taking tool, which, by the way, if you aren't, let's just start there. Highly recommend. Okay, so the way this is going to work, I highly recommend everyone take the next like 30 seconds, go grab a pen and paper or however you take notes. Please, I'm going to just count you down 10 seconds. Get a pen and paper, someplace where you can write notes. I am going to share a ton of stuff. This is not going to be recorded. Only if you're a member inside the AI community will you get the recordings, unfortunately. So that's why I need you guys to pay attention. This will not be recorded unless you join the community. But you need to be taking notes because I'm going to be sharing a ton of tools, also really fast, so that you guys can stay up to date with, hey, there's a lot more AI tools out there. And I'm going to show you the best of the best tools. All I ask for is the next 1 hour of your attention. We're just going to go for an hour, and I'm going to go through, I have a whole presentation to level you guys up when it comes to AI. There's a lot I have to cover. So good to see everyone. Paul, Gordon, my time, Gene, James, pleasure to meet you. We have an audience on YouTube, and then everyone on TikTok with David and Donnie and YSF. Good to see everyone as well too. So in today for the next hour, I am going to not hold back and show you guys everything there is when it comes to AI. So if you guys pay attention, you're going to walk away and know more about what's possible with AI, what are the best AI tools out there, how to make money with AI, how to leverage it in your business, in your life to get more work done so you can earn more and work less. This is going to be a very important presentation for everyone. So cool. Let's do just a quick bio. Also, questions, put them in the chat. I will answer them if they're relevant. If not, I'll wait to the very end to answer them as well too. And so make sure. Okay, so everyone on there, guys. You guys should be able to see my screen, which you guys see it. Perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. And then please put any questions that you guys have in the chat, and I will stay after to answer all the questions. So let's get started. I'm going to start off real quickly with who am I? Welcome everyone, my name is Jonathan Acuna, aka Dr. AI. Pretty much I am an AI consultant and trainer. I upskill both executives, entrepreneurs, and professionals in AI tools. So if you're looking for AI skills so that you can stay relevant, so that you get your resume, get a job, grow in your career, start a business pretty much, and you're like, hey, I need AI skills because obviously there's only going to be 2 people in the future and 2 businesses, those with AI skills and everyone else. It is not even a comparison to put 2 people competing together in the market, and one has AI skills, the other doesn't. The one with AI skills is going to crush. And I mean get more work done, be more economically valuable to the market. So it's not, this is a trend, not even a trend, but a shift in the world, and it's going to impact everyone. So if you guys are on this call and you're watching, great, please take some notes because I need you to take AI skills seriously because it's going to be the differentiator between your business growing or you growing in your career single-handedly. Cool. So I'm Jonathan Acuna, AI educator, founder of a company called Simple Tech Skills, where we train you with courses, mentorship, weekly live classes. We have an online global community of 145 entrepreneurs learning how to use AI and staying up to date every single week. Please believe me when I say this, you cannot take a week off and come back into the AI world and think you could catch up. I just want to set the bar that AI moves so fast that 1 month in AI is technically 6 months in the real world of how fast. Every week there's new tools, there's new updates to the existing tools, competitors have been replaced, there's new workflows, so people are able to work smarter, not harder, by staying up to date, because the last thing that you want to do is use outdated AI tools because that's already a thing. Cool. So let's see. So let's go into today's agenda. So I'm going to cover the top 5 AI tools that you should know about, how to automate your work with custom GPTs and break down what those are. The number one AI tool that's outperforming ChatGPT, because fun fact, if you're using ChatGPT, you're already 6 months behind in the AI world. That's already been replaced by another more powerful AI tool. So you're far. So we're going to show you what that tool is. And then we'll do live Q&A at the very end, because I want you to make sure you guys have all your questions answered when it comes to AI. All I ask is for your attention for the next 30 minutes, and then please take a pen and paper and write down notes, because I'm going to move fast. I'm going to have a ton of tools. I'm going to show you the top 17 best tools that are out there, so that you guys walk away with the full understanding of what's possible with AI. Cool. Let's just quickly just TLDR, why do we need to learn AI skills and why is that a thing? While I bring in my first AI employee. Okay, hold on. So AI fundamentally helps you, AI only does 2 things at the end of the day, 2 things. One is increased productivity, meaning tasks that take hours, days, weeks now take minutes or seconds. Because of how fast ChatGPT is. So right now I'm just kind of bringing in my AI employee who's going to come into the meeting to do recording. So that's actually going to be our first AI tool that I'm actually going to introduce you to as soon as I log into it. This tool is called Fathom. And Fathom is an AI digital note-taking tool. Of course, there are a ton of other tools that are out there. Trust me when I say, if I recommend a specific tool, it's for a reason that it's probably the best one that's out there that's going to save you time. So just making sure. Okay, cool. He's going to speak up in a moment. So AI digital note-taking tools, what are they? And how important are they? Okay, cool. Hello, guy.
Recording in progress.
There we go. Now I have my AI employee, Fathom. Okay, cool. So number one tool I want to introduce you to that I use every single day, you need to have an AI note-taking tool. There are many AI note-taking tools out there. The top 2 are Fathom and Fireflies. And please do not ask the question which one of these tools or how many of these tools are free, because when you're moving in the AI space, the main game is basically you as a professional or business owner are going to have a suite of 10 different AI tools that you're going to use throughout the day, basically. Some are going to be free, some are going to be paid. Not all the ones that I'm going to mention are going to be relevant per se, but you need to set aside a budget for these tools, because what they will save you in the long run as far as time is insane. So our first tool, Fathom, is an AI note-taking tool. This one is actually free, surprisingly. But I do recommend paying for the advanced feature. It's like 18 bucks a month. What Fathom does is 2 things. He's already in the Zoom room right now with the audience on Zoom. And what he does is he's going to take meticulous notes for me. Let me actually log into my account. This is someone who has an AI note taker as their first AI employee. You are going to crush it, because it's wild. Because let me go to. I just have to log in. Bear with me. So I can log into the account so I can show you what's inside. Okay, cool. So inside of it, let's take, this was an event. Yeah, this was our event yesterday. In the community, we have weekly live classes. Yesterday, we did a workshop on how to write a book using AI and how to get it published on Amazon KDP, so as Amazon self-publishing. So we did a whole workshop for yesterday, and I want to break down to show you, hi Mompreneur, to show you how Fathom is so powerful as an AI tool when compared to if you're struggling to take notes during a meeting, you walk out of a meeting, especially with key stakeholders, business owners, prospects, clients, and you're like, what did we say? What did we talk about? What were the action items? Oh, they mentioned those tools, but man, I forgot. I was just too distracted or something. So what Fathom's going to do is step one is going to record a video of the entire presentation. So you walk away with the whole video of everything that was shared on the screen with what people talked about, level one. Level two, you get a whole breakdown of the meeting in text. You get a key takeaways, what were the topics. But the best part of out of this whole detail of this breakdown and summary is if you click on any of the notes, it's actually going to take you to that specific spot in the video so that you could go and listen to it. You can also see on the right hand side, you can see all the chat messages that went through. Whoop, there we go. And then all questions, when people share their screen, you can even download the video and upload it if you want to use it for other content to put it even on YouTube. So Fathom is just one very powerful AI tool that I highly recommend. It's free, but then there's also goes up to like the $18 mark for it. Nice. So when we look at tools that you guys should be looking at, again, the main thing is that you need to be proficient in about anywhere from 5 to 10 tools based on your profession. This is where it's going to be a little bit different for everyone. So I put together a list of the top 17 AI tools that pretty much encompass everything that's the best in its category, let's call it. So highly recommend take a screenshot for these as I go through. We're not going to go through all of them, but I am going to introduce you to quite a few of them so that you're aware of like what are the most important ones to get skilled at so that you could start leveraging, because it's wild. You can write a book, you can create an app, you can create a business plan, you can do marketing, you can do content, you can streamline your business, you can replace employees, you can automate a lot of work just by leveraging and knowing how to use these tools correctly. So highly recommend them. So let's just go through, I'll just quickly just talk about the top 10 and then we'll dive into a quick little demo of some of them actually. So custom GPTs, we all use ChatGPT. We're not going to go into like a ChatGPT basic course here because what you should be already proficient at is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is actually a skill set that everyone needs to have, meaning how do you actually talk to the AI to get it to do the thing that you want. If you have a bad request or a poor prompt, it's not going to do the thing that you want. Or worst, you're using the wrong tools, such as like Microsoft Copilot. For everyone here, if you use Microsoft Copilot, please stop as of today. There are much better tools out there that will give you such a better output. There are inferior tools that are pretty cheap and pretty horrible, especially in the AI space. Copilot is one of them, so that's where you need to be using the right tool for the right job, for example. Now, custom GPTs, as I mentioned, chat AI just helps you do two things fundamentally. Work faster, and I'm talking 10, 100 times faster, very easily, or make better decision making. That's where you're looking at a bunch of information. You're like, what's the best choice? What's the best option? What's the best path forward? So there are two categories of custom GPTs, which a custom GPT is a custom made tool for your business or your career or role. Now, these custom made tools they do have a bunch of them on the App Store, but these are very specific to, let's take a very simple one, for example. Cool. So for the business owners in the chat, I know that you guys have to create content, and what you have to say on camera takes a lot of time to try and figure out what should I say on camera? What's a hook? What's a call to action? I got to write a script. I can't just like go on and just wing it with my content. So this is a custom GPT that its sole purpose is just to write content and scripts. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to introduce a title. I'm just going to say AI training for entrepreneurs. So say, for example, I want to create some content around this, and this topic could be anything. Now, ChatGPT, all ChatGPT does is just regurgitate text. There's a lot of better, more powerful AI tools out there. Just know that ChatGPT doesn't represent all the AI tools. There's much more advanced ones, which I'll go later on. So this custom GPT is specifically designed to do one specific thing, which is how to write content scripts and hooks for social media. Because social media content is important, it's how you get awareness for your brand or your business. If you're not creating content, you don't exist to the market or the business. Fun fact. So that's where, and then what you say on camera is important. I have entrepreneurs that are saying some random stuff on camera, and it's not speaking towards the needs of their ideal client. So that's where this little GPT, all he does is just write content. Where if the topic is AI training for entrepreneurs, which is what I put in, then he's like, oh, here's one piece of content. How about saying, you've been lied to about what AI can actually do for your business? Did you know that 73% of entrepreneurs are missing AI tools, costing them time instead of saving it? You could create another piece of content like 3 things I would never do when starting AI training as an entrepreneur. After training 100 entrepreneurs, these 3 mistakes come up every single time. So to go from idea to actually, oh, now I have a script, now I have some content, and it's actually tailored for my business, and it actually is a little more advanced where it breaks down to even top, middle, and bottom of the funnel type of thing. This took seconds to write versus think of someone who's trying to write a script for a short form piece of content manually. They're going to spend the next hour just on the script, and we finished it in a second. That's one of the biggest things. There we go. That's one of the biggest things. What a custom GPT could do right now is like save you time when it comes to doing a specific task. You have to write content over and over and over again. This thing is just going to do that for you. I'm going to show you another one, and then we'll kind of peek underneath the hood to take a look at it. So there is, let's do, where's my business? Okay. So this is an example of a tool. A tool is basically write scripts, it does a job, and that's all it does. Custom GPTs also come in another flavor. So there's 2 genres, there's 2 types of custom GPTs that you can build or code or create. There's also advisors. Advisors are experts in a specific niche or subject matter and are designed to help you make better decisions. So those are advisors. So again, there's only 2 different types of custom GPTs that you could build, and knowing how to build both of them, there's going to come a time where you're like, man, I could spend the next hour doing this task manually, or I could use a custom GPT and it could take seconds. So that's where it's important to leverage or just to know how to actually use custom GPTs, which I'll go through a little quick overview of that. So this right here is another custom GPT that his sole job is to know everything about my business, my products, my services, my customers, my funnel, my ad campaign, the product, the prices, email. This one GPT knows everything about my business. And his sole job is when I have a business question, such as what should a lead magnet be? Should I introduce a low ticket offer? Should I do an AI certification course? How can I get more members into the membership for the community? Here's monthly sales over the last few months. Do you see any trends or patterns? Here's a survey. Help me define my ideal customer profile, stuff like that. So for example, that way I could ask it 2 questions very simply is, who is my ideal client? And I could be very brief here too, which is nice. I don't have to pre-prompt it with all the information every single time I want to have a conversation about my business. And you could, there are really 2 in here that really applies to a lot of people. You could build a business coach GPT, or you could build a life coach GPT, and I'll show you a life coach one. Having these custom GPTs available are way more beneficial than trying to just start a random conversation with ChatGPT or any other large language model, from Claude to Copilot to Gemini, whatever AI tool that or large language model that you're using. You want to make sure that the nice thing about custom GPTs is that it's already pre-prompted with all the information. So if we look inside of the hood, underneath, like how what's inside of its brain for a second. Then here we can see that it has all the details of, so now we're looking inside the brain of a custom GPT. And what you see on your screen, this is what's called prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is using clear, just natural language, just like you're talking to a college intern, and you are explaining what is the purpose, like what is the role of this GPT. Hey, it probably has some special knowledge files, which is like books, PDFs, resources, guides, cheat sheets, stuff that you can't find on the web. This is knowledge specific to your business, or even because that information is not on the web, so it's not going to be found in ChatGPT fundamentally, for example. Then you have the breakdown of who your ideal client is, and you see all of this little what's called markdown formatting with like the hashtags and the bullet points. So this is how you pre-program a custom GPT, which is a tool. There's no coding per se. But you are using coding principles, meaning that you're explicitly working down line by line what you want this little robot to do for you, so that whenever he has a question like, hey, let's see, what's the pain points of my ideal client? You get this business coach that's going to search that little knowledge file and knows everything about your. So all of this information is saved. This is really helpful, especially if you have a team or a company and you wish you had a custom GPT or a little robot that knew every single detail about the entire organization, so that you can ask it questions like, how do we get more sales? How do we get more leads? How can we serve our clients better? How are we going to improve operations? Hey, do we see some trends? How can we improve things? So this is just one example of a custom GPT. There's as a business coach, there's one, for example, that I highly recommend everyone do, is a business custom GPT as a life coach. You're like, John, wait, what? What do you mean have ChatGPT as a life coach? Yeah. Why not have AI that knows your 1, 5, and 10-year goals? For my people that love personal development, you should have your goals written down, and actually work with a custom GPT that knows everything about your goals, your business, what are you struggling with, what are you trying to accomplish. So this is another example of a custom GPT here, that knows everything about my goals, my business, my journey, my history. So I could actually work through it week by week and say, what should I work on this week that will reach my goals? Or I could say, oh man, I was thinking about doing this 3 things. And it's like, you know what? You should really focus on attracting more members into the community. That's probably a high priority, because one of my goals is trying to grow the community to become a global AI training. So that's obviously a number 1 priority, but it knows this because in its brain, it knows my goals. It knows all about my business and my life and things I'm working on and my skill sets. And you can naturally talk with it too by just that's the great thing, is like using voice mode and then just talking with it. Hey, ChatGPT, what are 3 things that I should work on that align with my goals that will help me reach them this week?
Here are 3 high leverage tasks to focus on this week that directly align with your 1-year goals. 1. Build and launch one automated lead gen workflow. Use make.com and Notion to set up one complete lead capture, nurture, conversion path.
Of course, my goals and my outputs are going to be super nuanced kind of thing. But imagine, so I wake up every morning, I go for a walk around my neighborhood, and I open up ChatGPT and I open up the Life Coach GPT, and I talk to it. I say, you know what, GPT, this is what I'm thinking about doing today. This is what I need to focus on. Are these things priorities, or are these things distractions? What should I focus on, or fixing or doing? And then ChatGPT is going to be like, you know what? Based on your goals, this is a priority. This is what you should work on. This is what you should not work on. So these are just demonstrating some of the different capabilities of custom GPTs that you can see here. Everyone is going. I have an army of custom GPTs for so many different tasks. I'm going to actually I'll share this last one right here. Board of Advisors. Board of Advisors GPT. This is a very fun one. By the way, you can get all of these GPTs inside of the AI community. We have templates on like 12 of the best custom GPTs that you could download and start using today. So Board of Advisors GPT, this one is actually really powerful. So let's see, who is the board? On the board. Board of Advisors GPT is a suite of 13 experts in specific domains, for example. Now, of course, I'm in business, so my whole focus is on how great would it be if I had 13 of the best business experts as advisors, a board of advisors, because each expert here, and you could take a screenshot, there's famous people from Peter Drucker all the way to Tony Robbins. Each expert, living or passed away, has a specific perspective, expertise, belief, mindset, viewpoint, priorities. And imagine talking to 13 of the best minds on the planet and getting their feedback on whatever your challenge is. That's something that you can't do with Google. You can't do with regular AI or any AI conversation with any large. I'm talking from Grok to Claude to ChatGPT to Gemini. I play with them all, so you can't do that with any of them. Here, this is where ChatGPT really shines, is custom GPTs and having one that's your board of advisors, because then I could say, give me a one, check out my websites and give me a 30-day play to add an additional 10K per month. So I'm going to have this GPT. I could talk with it. I could say, hey, board of advisors that are all experts. I actually have to, let me give it the whole website text. That way, here's the website text. Do it again. Sometimes it can't read the website when the features, if you're like, hey, go scrape the website. Fun fact, if you didn't know, ChatGPT can't actually read all of the websites. Fun fact, there's actually better tools out there that are actually better for deep research, and I'll go through those rapid fire at the very end. If you stay to the very end, I'm going to go through the 17 best AI tools that are out there. Nice. So now, and all I asked it for right now is like, hey, look at my website and 13 board of advisors. I would love your feedback, your opinion on how I can make an additional $10,000 in the next 30 days. How can I do that? And so basically it found my goal and has the different options, but I want, based on the board of give me feedback based on each board of advisors. There we go. So now I could say, hey, Peter Drucker, very famous management executive. He's like, you know what? Efficiency is doing right things. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Efficiency is doing things right. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Clarify your focus. Are you building a media company, a training business, or a SaaS-like membership? Focus on defining your operations, your metrics, your hires. Track leading indicators like weekly trials started, retention at 30 days, and members' outcomes. So Peter's like, yo, you need to focus on this. Did you think about this? And I'm like, dang, Peter, I didn't think about that. That's a really good perspective. And then we could go down to Philip Kotler. Don't worry if you haven't heard about these. These are very famous business. So their entire brain is in this GPT. And when I say that, I mean all of their books that they've written, we downloaded and scraped and put into the brain of this GPT. Because I know some people are like, wait a minute, can't you just talk like with the regular ChatGPT conversation and be like, hey, give me the perspective from Philip Kotler? And you're like, yeah. However, it's going to give you a very watered down output. That's why all the beginners just start random conversations with ChatGPT and just start talking to it. That's what beginners do. Advanced people build custom GPTs and upload custom knowledge files or custom information that you can't find on the web into it, and then personalize it for a specific use case to get a better output. Again, prompt engineering, there's levels to like improve the AI so that you're getting a competitive advantage while everyone else is getting the regular watered down version. So Philip Kotler, which is another AI expert, and this will go on for 13 experts. 13 experts are all going to give their opinion from each of their expertise, and we picked the best of the top 13. Philip's like, you know what? Marketing is not the art of finding clever ways to dispose of what you make. It's the art of creating genuine customer value. He's like, you know what? You need to segment your audience tighter. Entrepreneurs is a little too vague. Target segments like solopreneurs, course creators doing less 10K less per month, social media marketing agency owners, automating lead gen. He goes, you need to focus down. He's like, you'd be better positioned if you were to just work towards solopreneurs that want to learn AI so that they can add an additional 10K per month to their bottom line. So this, and then it's going to keep going. Michael's going to give an opinion. Jim's going to give an opinion. It's just going to go on and on and on. So this is, and then I could ask for their summary. I could ask for an action plan. So what I'm showing you are custom GPTs. And again, all the custom GPTs you can get inside of the AI community. We have 13 of the best ones that are out there. Life coach, business coach, the board of advisors, and a few other script writing, content ones, for example. And so, yes, Mompreneur, this one's is actually in the community. This is the new one though. So this is just one just to show you that, hey, I know a lot of people out there are using ChatGPT, which is great, but there's levels to the game. There's much more that these AI tools can do to actually help you make more money at the end of the day. Like that's where it's like, if you're not making money with AI, you're using it wrong is like the main thing. So now we want to move to quick rapid fire just for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to go through quick overview demos of the best. How many we're going to do? I don't know if I'm going to do all 17. Top 15, depending on how far that I go. I'll go top 15 of the best AI tools that are out there. So first, put a number 1 in the chat if you're finding this interesting. And then we're going to rapid fire the top 17, top 15, top 17 AI tools that are out there so that you know, hey, the main thing is that there are much better AI tools out there than just ChatGPT. You want to be fluent, meaning you both know that there is a better tool, what it is, and second, how to use it so that you can get a much better output. That's the difference between beginner people with AI skills and advanced people. Beginners are like, oh, I just have ChatGPT or Claude or Copilot or Gemini, and you're like, that's all, or I have Grok, that's all I need. And it's like, wrong. That one tool is subpar to, there's much better tools that people will lap you as far as like that, and I'm going to show you all of them right now. The advanced people know that, oh my god, I'm skilled on 10 different AI tools that are out there. ChatGPT may not be the best tool for creating images, so I'm going to go to Midjourney. And you know what? I want to animate it, so I'm going to go to Runway. And I want to create a voice, so I'm going to go to 11 Labs. And I want to create a presentation, so I'm going to go to Gamma. And I'm going to do some research, so I'm going to go to GenSpark. So that's what advanced people with AI skills, they know the right tool that they could switch out like a Swiss Army knife so they could get a much better output than people that are just using horrible AI tools out there like Copilot. Like, please, just showing out there, just stop using Copilot if you take one thing away from this presentation. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the number 1 AI tool out there that beats ChatGPT. That literally beats ChatGPT. It's like ChatGPT cannot compete with it. It is called GenSpark. GenSpark, and again, most of the tools I'm going to go through, a lot of these are going to have some $20, $25 a month subscription. Know that you don't need all the tools that I'm going to mention, but know that on average, you're going to know. I already got people in my community that they're like, don't tell them about GenSpark. Do not tell them about the GenSpark secrets. So actually, I have to swear you guys to secrecy. So right now, if you guys are watching this presentation and I'm going to introduce GenSpark to you, the first rule of GenSpark is you do not speak about GenSpark with anyone else. Meaning, it is such a competitive advantage to know that you can use GenSpark versus ChatGPT that you will be able to produce a lot of really amazing work, and people are going to be like, oh wow, you can't do this in ChatGPT. You obviously have some superpower. What is it? Do not give that secret away. Pinky promise, everyone. Just throwing it out there. If I show you GenSpark, first rule of GenSpark is do not talk about GenSpark because it is now your secret weapon. Cool beans. Okay, now quick things about GenSpark. What does it do? It does everything ChatGPT does plus a ton of stuff more. I'm just gonna rapid fire some demos just so you can see what some of the capabilities are. So starting off, some things that you can't do in ChatGPT that you can do in GenSpark is create full applications, like full-blown web apps. So for example, this is a project management application. So everything you see on the screen, this web app, just like coding, for example, without having to write any code or use any of the no-code tools, this whole app is functional and it was built in about 5 minutes using GenSpark. So this is something ChatGPT can't do. ChatGPT can't build apps and render them and also host them and also make them interactive and also stylize them the way you want. So that's one thing that GenSpark, one of the many things out there that GenSpark could do that ChatGPT cannot do. But remember, this is our secret. You cannot tell anyone about GenSpark. Once they know you have GenSpark, if you're an employee, they're going to give you a ton more work. If you're a business owner, do not talk about GenSpark because then your competitors are going to use it and they're going to crush you. It's a competitive advantage to know that GenSpark exists, is our little secret. Anyways, okay. So that's applications. I'll show you another one. For example, it could build websites as well too. So this is a full interactive website. It's an assessment tool. And this whole thing was coded in one simple prompt. All I did was ask it to say, hey, can you build me an assessment tool that functions as a web app that answers some questions, and then based on those numbers or scores, it just asks a series of questions. It does a little fake calculation. It does calculate, but it pretends to like process, but it's not actually processing. And then just upsells a link to the community. And if I click on that, it takes me right to the community page. So this whole website was designed and built in one prompt using GenSpark. So it could build websites, it could build web apps, functional applications, and it could build websites for you all in one subscription, which is super nice. Quickly just kind of jamming through it because I'm going to need to go a little faster. Wrap it up. It can also do images, but not just images in the sense that you get access to a suite of 10 of the best AI image generation tools. So they're not leveraging their own. They're actually giving you access to 10 of the best image generation tools that are out there. So as those tools get better, GenSpark gets better, which is so nice. It's all included in your plan. Not only can it do images, which is nice, but also it could take those images and do image to video generation, which is so nice. And yes, you do have access to the famous VO3 for everyone that's following in the video space and wants to make cinematic videos or realistic videos with no effort, and they're wondering what's the best AI video generation tool out there. Then yes, VO3 is the best one that's out there. There are other ones. Runway is actually really good as well too. Actually, Runway is pretty gangster, but we'll talk about that. And you get access to all of the tools, hey, including Runway. So as these video generation tools get better, GenSpark gets better, which is super nice. You also have the ability to do presentations and slides, like PowerPoint slides, which are so annoying and takes so much time. So this whole presentation was done in about 5 minutes using GenSpark. GenSpark will build presentation slides in your colors. It will do animations. Everything is editable for text. So if you're stuck creating presentations and doing it manually and it takes you hours, know that GenSpark can help you get it done in seconds. That's the difference between having AI powers. The people without AI skills, they're going to waste 40 hours this week doing things manually. And because you guys are watching this webinar and now know about GenSpark and custom GPTs, you guys are going to save 20 hours this week in free time to do whatever you want with it. Spend time with family, spend time with friends, take a day off, relax, because you'll get more done in a day than most do in a week with AI skills. So that's what's, at the end of the day, what is your time's worth? So you can do a fun little math. So that's presentations. That's also all included. It did all, it matched the brand colors, all of that. Okay, so that's just some of the features that are in GenSpark. Not also, it has a very comprehensive like search the web feature. It will search the web, find you all the information that you want about a topic. For example, I was working with a client, and the client's like, man, what AI tools are being used in dentistry? And I'm like, honestly, I don't have a clue. However, I know how to use GenSpark. And so I asked GenSpark, hey, GenSpark, can you give me a comprehensive report on AI in dentistry? And GenSpark's like, yeah, just give me 5 minutes. I'll scrape the entire web and put together a whole Wikipedia article just for you while you go enjoy your coffee. This little AI agent will build a presentation, we'll search the web, we'll synthesize it, put it into a Wikipedia article. Now you get this cool little blog with a little chatbot that I could talk with to say like, hey, what are the best top 3 tools? So this has been such a cheat code to get so much work done in such a little time, especially for all my procrastinators out there. GenSpark, beast of a tool. And also, fun fact for the people that are watching on, I have a free gift just for you guys. So if you're on, unfortunately only on, well, let's do this. If I'm going to give you guys 1,000 free tokens for GenSpark. So if you're in the chat, look, if you're in Zoom, the Zoom chat, go to the Zoom chat. I'm going to give you guys a link. Yes, it's an affiliate link. I don't make any money off it. It just gives you an extra 1,000 credits, and it gives me an extra 1,000 credits of using GenSpark. And trust me, those credits you're going to be using for all sorts of amazing things. So it's an affiliate code link. And then for everyone that's online, you guys can probably grab this code real quick. So take a screenshot. Let me see if I make that a little easier. That is not these. Sorry, I want to give you guys free code. That's why. We'll just do this. Okay, cool. Okay, so hopefully, there we go. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. You get 1,000 free credits with GenSpark. It's an affiliate link. You get 1,000 credits. I get 1,000 credits. I don't make money off it. And it's included with your GenSpark, or highly recommend. So that's GenSpark. And now what I want to go to, rapid fire. We got to rapid fire some of these. Okay, so top 17, 15. We're going to do this real fast. Other AI tools that are out there and why you need to know about them. Claude is great for building artifacts, or like building actual applications. I'm not going to log in. I'm just going to be lazy. Claude has much better natural language as far as like it sounding more human. So people use Claude for writing, for especially its coding. It's the best coding app if you want to write any code for anything. For example, oh, the code's not working. Let me see. If not, it's not the end of the world. Copy. I'll try it one more time. Oh, you have to have an account too. Like for James, once you sign up for a paid account, because GenSpark isn't free. I'm saying a lot of these tools aren't free, but they're very powerful. That's why. So it only works when you have a paid account. Will it credit those 1,000 credits? Claude for writing, for coding, for building actual applications too. If you want to upgrade your custom GPTs and you want to build applications where people can upload files, it could do some data digesting and then automatically like spit out a new file, then that's where Claude is very powerful from there. Let's go Gemini 2.5. Google Gemini Studio is a beast of a tool for two things. One, for coding, but also for ingesting a ton of information, whatever you want for it. Hold on. Okay. Uh, Google Gemini is completely free. Plus, they have an API key that's completely free. Just want to throw that out there for my advanced people. It has a 1 million token window. What that means is that you can copy paste 6 Harry Potter books in this little prompt description right there. So in that little box, you could paste 6 Harry Potter books, which equals roughly 1 million tokens. That's a ton of information that you could give it. So I give it full transcripts of webinars and have it synthesize information. So write code for building web apps, for fixing code also as well too. And it's 100% free. Claude, and that's Google Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is a beast of a tool. So and I don't use ChatGPT for everything. I just use ChatGPT on like the very basic, like just rewriting like emails and rewrite grammar, stuff like that. That's basically what I use ChatGPT for. I'm 90% of my time in GenSpark because GenSpark's building me mockups, building me presentations, synthesizing a ton of information, building charts, doing graphs, doing analysis. GenSpark does not hallucinate as bad as ChatGPT will. If you ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, do you think I should microwave batteries? ChatGPT is going to be like, you know what, John, that's a great idea. And you should probably set it to low so that it takes a longer time to cook those batteries. And you're like, no, ChatGPT, disagree with me. ChatGPT, if you notice, will not disagree with you. Everything you give it, it's like, that's a great idea, John. Here's how to, and you're like, ChatGPT. So that's why I've been moving farther and farther into GenSpark, because ChatGPT doesn't hallucinate. GenSpark doesn't hallucinate as bad as well too. Next one, Midjourney. So if you're doing graphic design, if you're doing ads, if you're doing faceless channels, if you're doing any type of visual media, basically Midjourney is the de facto standard as far as like the best AI tool for image generation, and it also does video. If you find VO3 too expensive, then you're going to use basically Midjourney and also Runway to replace VO3 if you want to get into that. So Midjourney is the best for images. Lovable. If you want to build apps, there's quite a few app building tools out there. If you want a real nice design for aesthetics on the front end, but it's going to be a little more difficult to build out the back end per se, that's Lovable. Lovable builds apps, very beautiful apps, websites too. I will not host my website on Replit per se. It's a whole different discussion, but wow, look at this. This is a whole interactive web app that Lovable created. That's actually really dope. Like like you could literally zoom in and out of that chart. Like that's actually really dope. So this is Lovable. You could build web apps, websites, mobile apps and applications. Very powerful. There's a bunch of other AI tools. I'll just stick you with Lovable just to get you started so you can get a quick win. Cider is an AI tool for a writing assistant. If you find it annoying that you have to leave the tab or go to another tab to use AI to like ask it a question, you can't just ask it in the tab in the browser looking at the thing that you're looking at, for example, then that's where Cider comes in. Cider's like $10 a month. And what Cider does, it is an AI assistant that just kind of, let's see. Cider Chrome extension. There we go. So, yeah. So Cider gives you access to all the best large language models, Claude, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gemini. Like you get access to all of the best large language models, and it shows up in your browser, which is super nice. So if I'm looking at a website, say for example on the left hand side, Cider pops up on the right hand side. So I don't even have to leave the Chrome browser, which is super nice. Yeah, so if you're on a page looking at something, Cider just pops out on the right hand side, and you get access to all the best large language models. You can chat with it, you could go search the web for information. It's the little it's the little things that save you a ton of time, really, for example. So that's Cider. It's like $10 a month. If you don't want to pay for ChatGPT, I would wholeheartedly say, if I had to give you guys like two subscriptions to like make yourself faster, Gemini, or I'm sorry, GenSpark would be your daily driver, and then second would be Cider for like small writing assistant. Those two I think will pair really nicely to give you such an like really competitive advantage. Oh, fun fact. Let's just do it real quick. Notion, you need to have a digital notebook. We're almost done on time. I'm going to actually end it on this one right here. This one is probably the most important out of all the AI tools out there, although he doesn't use AI. You need to have a digital notebook. You need to be working with a digital notebook. Everyone that's been taking notes this whole time with pen and paper, sorry, that's not going to cut it in the digital world where everything is, there's so much information to consume and store and process. There's no way the human brain can keep up with everything. So that's where Notion is basically your second, it functions as your second brain, both for your personal self and for your business, so that every note, file, resource, document, all the stuff that I know a lot of people have Google document tabs open right now, and you have a bunch of Google Docs open on tabs. For all of those, you could replace all of that with Notion, because regardless of what other AI, this is very important, regardless of whatever AI tool you use, really doesn't matter, or multiple ones, you need to take the information out of the large language model once it gives you an answer and save it into your notebook, because you've had that issue where you're like, oh my god, trying to find that one conversation amongst the sea of 50 other you're like, where's that one conversation that, man, I wish I could find that one that had that one piece of information. Yes, you could search for it, but that's not the job of what ChatGPT is supposed to do. It's not supposed to store information. That's Notion's job. So you want to use Notion to store all of the information for you. Cool beans. My time's like, what's the monthly cost for the community membership? Cool. Let's segue into that, because I have a special gift for all of you for staying on this call. And I'm actually going to make this even easier too. So I'm going to give you guys a QR code. And then as I'm going to get a link real quick. And as I get this link, I'm going to talk about the quick thing about the AI community. So if you found this interesting, as far as you're like, yo, John, by the way, take a screenshot. I'm going to leave you guys with, hopefully you guys can see that. I'll just do that. For example, bear with me. Cool beans. I highly recommend everyone take a screenshot. Oops. Okay, cool. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. These are the top 15. There's a little more in there. There you go. Top 17. Top 17 AI tools that are out there for the yeah, as far as like top 17 tools, business tools, like these are the best of the best. Not all of them are going to apply to everyone, but when you need the right tool, it's going to be in this list. These are the only 17 of the 100 tools that are out there. These are the only tools that you need to focus on. And I'm going to give you guys a special gift right now for staying to the very end. If you guys want to learn all these tools and also stay up to date with AI, that's what we have. We have the AI community, 5 minutes on this. Let me actually show you what's inside of it. So we have over 24 courses on the best AI tools that are out there. So inside the AI community, you get access to 24 of the best AI courses. You also get access to, we have weekly, 5 days a week of live events. Our calendar is booked where from Tuesday through Saturday, we are meeting in the community to stay up to date with AI. The secrets that we share in there, you cannot find anywhere else. these are things that are like, what are the best AI tools, show and tell demos. You also, more importantly, something that you don't get anywhere else, you actually get to network and make friends in your space. The whole community is all entrepreneurs leveraging AI. We have coaches, consultants, service providers, AI consultants. We even have professionals in many different industries, from real estate, legal to accounting. They're all in here leveraging AI, sharing the best of the best tools every time they meet. Members are sharing tips on new stuff that they worked on from there, which is actually really cool. And so you get also weekly business mentorship, where every week you could come by, ask questions about what's your biggest blocker, what's the best tool out there, for example. That's pretty much okay. Cool. I'm gonna do this. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm just getting the link too. Cool. So 5 days a week, live events, 24 of the best AI courses, weekly live classes. Yesterday, we just had a live class where we talked about how to write your book using AI and get published on Amazon. Because if you're a published Amazon writer, like a published author, you have an insane leverage to basically for to promote your business. Yes, creating content and all of that does get you somewhere. Content, ads, but if you're a published author, oh my, does that open so many more books. So that was one of our members in our community taught that yesterday. We have guest speakers in AI, which is really fun. So this is by far, if you're serious trying to stay up to date with AI, you want courses, you want mentorship, you want access to AI experts that you could ask questions so that you could get answers specific to your role, your business, all of that. That's inside the AI community. And just for you guys, for staying on, I'm going to give you guys a 50% discount. Isn't that insane? A 50, I think it's 40% discount. That's the memberships are regularly $97 a month for the regular membership. I'm going to put on a timer for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you sign up today, it's only $49. So see, is that it? No, $47. Or you could buy the whole year too. So you get 40% off. So only for the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to put a timer. If you guys found this valuable and you're really serious about leveraging AI in your business and you want to keep learning and staying up to date, join the AI community. Of course, there's also a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you get a full refund, but you get full access to everything in the community. But it's not just the community that you're joining up for. It's the members. It's the people. It's the networking. I want you to make friends when it comes to using AI and using it in your business and your own life. The relationships that you'll build from the AI community is a whole another level. These are all ambitious entrepreneurs, all innovators, all people at the cutting edge. They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. And that's where you'll find secrets that you can't find in courses. There's no courses that come out because this information is so new and members are testing things. So it's really the relationships. If you want to just surround yourself with ambitious entrepreneurs pushing the boundaries of AI and getting an insane competitive advantage, use the QR code, take a screenshot on the screen. If you take a screenshot, that is the link. It should actually take you there. Let me know if that that should work. Let me just double check. Yeah, that takes you there. Cool beans. After 5 minutes, that link will go away and that offer will go away, and it goes back up to $97 per month. So we have 3 minutes, and if you guys have any questions, it worked nicely. Cool. Take a screenshot. That way. Oh, by the way, if you're on Android or iPhone, really doesn't matter. You can take a screenshot of the QR code, and you can also, and then when you take a screenshot, you could just click on it as well too. Um, that's going to be the easiest. But other than that, I mean, we're going to go through. These are just some of the other tools that are out there. 11 Labs for voice. If you want to clone your voice, create a podcast, create an audiobook, that's 11 Labs. CapCut for video editing. Perplexity if you're trying to search the web for any question to get real-time information. Perplexity is also a great one out there. Canva for all your graphic design. Notebook LM for turning podcasts into, or turning books into podcasts. And if any of these tools sound new to you, know that you're 6 months behind. We've been playing with these tools for over 6 months inside the AI community, and our members are so far ahead. So I don't want you to fall farther behind and waste another week, because I'll do these trainings free every week, but the trainings change and you won't get as far as advanced. So that's why I'm highly recommend invest in your education. $47, you're going to spend $47 on subscriptions for other things that aren't going to make you more money at the end of the day. All these tools help you make more money. Hey Jen helps you clone yourself for creating faceless or clones of your avatar. Descript and Gling for video editing. Jeremy says, I'm in. My real name is Michael. Let me take a screenshot. Boom. Michael, welcome to the community. Michael's in the community, which is nice. People are taking, trust me, after the next minute, we have 1 minute and 18 seconds left. After that, that link will no longer work and that offer will be gone. So then we got Fathom. Also, that's for life too. You get that $47 per month deal for life. Grace says, I have a challenge to purchase. My credit card was closed. We'll have a new one in 1.5 weeks. Advise. Grace, just come back to next week's. Hopefully the price didn't go up on next week, but I'm only doing these deals when I do the webinars and at the very end of the webinar. So that's the only way you could get these kind of discounts. One, it's more of my gift for all the people that took time out of their day, gave me their attention so I could give you guys an hour of up-to-dates. But that's pretty much for everyone. I'll be going over the same, roughly the same presentation, also training every single week. I may differ a little, so you can tune in next week if you want to join. For example, should I cancel and rejoin for Nikki? You can if you want to do that right now. Send me a DM in Circle though, Nikki. Say you want to do that. I will honor that. Because I have to do it's a little manual switch on my end, for example. The link, here's the link real quick. Should probably have a better, there we go. Nice. So that link gets you access to, I think it's 40% off. What is this? I want to know the percentage and I can't do math in my head. So I'm like, why? Oh, 50% off. Okay, cool. So you get a 51% off discount, which is insane. For the next, hey, what happened? Minute. Do the last minute. Because I have a meeting to go into. 100. Enter. Okay, we have 1 minute left. There we go. Cool. Yay! Is it Joshi? I'm Joshi. Joshi Ben. I'm horrible with names. Once I know. By the way, for everyone that joined, also too, the main things I really. Yep, we got 2 new people in the community. Welcome. Oh, Mike. Oh, we have. For all the new members, these are all the new members that just came into the community. Let me give you guys just a quick tour because the main thing I want you guys to have a really good experience. I highly recommend once you're in, just take a note. If you go on the upper right hand corner, we have events. This is where all our events are. Please attend a weekly live event because that's where you get to meet all the amazing other members that we have in the community. It's really the relationships that you'll build from there. So that's where I highly recommend just signing up for one of the live events. Again, Tuesday through Saturday. Wednesday, we actually pair you off with entrepreneurs in the community to actually to do networking. Tuesday, Thursday are Q&A, so support, so tech support, business mentorship, coaching. Wednesday is networking. I pair you up with entrepreneurs in the community so that you can stay up to date, or so that you could grow your network, because you'll find we have a lot of people that join the community. They found their business partner, they found their next bestie buddy, they found entrepreneurs for accountability partners. Saturday we have guest speakers where we invite guest speakers from different expertise. Yesterday we did how to write your book using Amazon, which, by the way, that's a recording that's going to be in there. So how to write a book and get published on Amazon was yesterday. The previous week, how to code using Firebase. The week before that, how to build and monetize custom GPTs. So we have classes every single week on the best of the best tools. Oh yes, and we do have an affiliate program. The affiliate program it's free to sign up. If you are a member and the people that you sign up are also a member, then you both qualify when you sign them up under an affiliate. You get 20% of the monthly revenue in perpetuity that you both are members. What that means is that as long as you both stay members through the community, you will both get, or for the person who got sent the affiliate, that person will get 20% of monthly revenue in perpetuity forever, basically. So you can technically get your membership paid off with, I think, like 5 people. If you refer 5 people, you technically get your membership for free, if you think about it, and then you can make money on top of that. So yes, we do have an affiliate program. It's part of the onboarding as you start going through the courses and stuff like that. Cool beans. That is the last call. I don't know why this timer, I got to pick a better timer for next time. This timer stops. Last call. If anyone needs to hold on, just say hold on in the comments. Put that in before I take that link down. That link will no longer be active right after this, just so you're aware, that discount. And then I do this webinar training free every Sunday at the same time going forward. So if this was your first experience with me, highly recommend come back so that you continue to stay up to date. For example, does the membership link send them to the 97 retail price? Yes, it does send them to that one. Marley joined. Amazing. I really want to say congratulations to all the new people that just joined the community. Please attend one of the weekly events. That's where we could get to know each other, your goals, your expertise. Like we're really community focused here. And then we're going to get to know you, your goals, and share resources to help you with classes, workshops. And then you could go through our whole course library. We literally have 24 courses on the best AI tools, especially for business, how to get leads, how to get sales, how to automate your business, build digital products, all that fun stuff. So cool beans. Awesome. Thank you so much for everyone attending. I truly appreciate it. Congratulations to the brand new members that are inside of the community. Main thing that I want everyone to walk away with, please play with AI. Just spend 10 minutes a day, play with AI so that you're up to date with AI. I can't stress this enough. AI is not something that you could just take a week off and put on the back burner and then try and figure it out next week. You need to be staying up to date with AI, and every week that goes by, you're gonna fall farther and farther behind with AI. So that's where it's like, I cannot stress. All the people that are making really good FU money right now is because they're leveraging AI. So do not sleep on this, please, please, please. I'm Jonathan Kuna, Dr. AI. I go live every single day at 6 p.m. Follow my social media channel for free AI tips that I have there. And if not, I'll definitely see you guys next week, and also attend on the live streams if you want more tips. I'm always there as well too. So for everyone on Zoom, I really appreciate all of you from Ebele. I hope I pronounced that right. Edamir, my time. Good to see all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. We got Hammy, we got Grace, Edmir, my time, Antonio. Good to see all of you. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed day. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Bye-bye.